The following presentation in this video are personal viewpoints of the speaker and do not reflect official policy or views of the Department of Defense or any of the U.S. military services. Welcome back to Shoot, Move, Communicate, where we provide training for military members how to be fit for the fight in life, namely physically, mentally, and spiritually prepared for the violence of combat, as well as tackling the obstacles of everyday life. I'm Chris Reardon, and today we have a special guest and past and former personal trainer and workout partner of mine, Lieutenant Tyler Chittick, U.S. Marine Corps. Now, Tyler will be given a down and dirty class on Nutrition 101 for military members. Tyler started off his military career as an enlisted infantry Marine, where he served as both a machine gunner. Now later, he was accepted into the Marine Enlisted Commissioning Program and is now a student at Naval Flight School, where he is training to be a future Marine pilot. Tyler's an avid CrossFitter and a fitness enthusiast who regularly competes in weightlifting and CrossFit competitions, as well as training with Olympic athletes. Tyler has a passion for passing gouge on to service members, with a special passion for his fellow Marines for what it takes from both a nutrition, mobility, and exercise standpoint to be a lethal machine downrange. And so I hope you stick around to watch this incredible presentation.
Hey Marines, I'm back. My name is Lieutenant Tyler Chittick. I'm helping out with Major Chris Reardon's program to increase everyone's fitness levels in the fleet. I know that Mar4 Res is going to be hopefully utilizing some of these videos to help out in guiding some people on their nutritional goals and approaches to nutrition that's going to be beneficial for the Marine Corps as a whole, but certainly individual and unit level, to increase your fitness level, make you more lethal, get you ready to go down range, and just increase efficiency and get everyone a little more healthy. All right, again, my name is Tyler Chittick. Everything I say in this video has nothing to do with official DoD policy or Marine Corps policy. Everything that I'm expressing to you is based upon my experience of being coached by some incredible nutritionists in multiple states in this country where I was coaching strength and conditioning, and between the United States and the UK and Northern Europe. And also this is based upon my experience as a U.S. Marine. I enlisted back in 2008. I was a machine gunner with 1st Battalion 4th Marines, where I met Major Reardon. Back then I was a junior sergeant. He was a junior captain. And we started working out together and throwing fitness ideas back and forth based upon our experiences that we've gone through in life and in our travels with the Marine Corps. All right. So being that I had to try and survive a healthy diet at Camp Pendleton, where I had a meal card and I was required to, if I was going to eat, I had to go to the Chow hall. Really frustrating when, against your will, they're taking $300 to $400 a month out of your paycheck to pay for a Chow hall that has pizza and cookies. How the heck am I going to stay healthy without paying extra money out of pocket to go to Costco and prepare meals on my own? So some of these approaches, I hope, are going to help you better prepare yourself in navigating the Chow hall, prepare yourself to be more lethal and more healthy. All right, so we're going to go right into this. Why it's tough. I just talked about it. It's frustrating that the Chow hall is only open twice on the weekends, all right? That it's only open during a certain amount of time, and you are subject to whatever they choose to make. So if it's pizza night, all right, at the Chow hall, you are really kind of in a tough position to eat healthy, all right? I understand that. I feel your pain. I had to go through it myself, all right? So what we're gonna do is look for specific foods to target and to utilize when we're at the Chow hall, all right? We're looking at clean meats. We're looking at the fish. We're looking at the chicken, the turkeys, whatever steaks are available, all right? If you have the chicken cordon bleu available, or a chicken breast, I'm going to, of course, want to push you all to eating the cleaner meats, all right? So when you're having your meat. Now, when we're looking for size of meat or portion-wise, a piece of meat the size of your fist is a common analogy. It's pretty easy to just go like this, okay? That's the amount of chicken I need to get. If I need to go back after I finish my plate and get a second one, by all means do so. Or go to a different line so they don't yell at you for coming through the same line a second time and getting extra food. I know I hated that. When I was only allowed one serving, I would sneak in another line and try to get some other food some other way. Navigate it the way I know all of you Marines know how to navigate to get a little bit extra at the Chow hall, okay? When it comes to your vegetables, all right? I see a lot of Marines in so many different states And whenever I'm downrange, looking at forward chow halls, when they get an opportunity to go into like an Army chow hall, those amazing ones, they're loading up a plate full of iceberg lettuce or romaine lettuce and then dumping salad dressing on it. And I get it, salad dressing is delicious, especially when you have the one that you really like. Maybe a tomato's on top there. You're not going to get any nutritional benefit off of that. I'm telling you right now, and you're wasting your time filling up a plate when you only have a certain amount of time to eat anyways. So I implore you, after you get your meat, all right, at the chow hall, load up a plate full of just vegetables. And I'm talking the vegetables that you like, and grab something to dip them with if you need to. But now you're actually gonna get some nutritional benefit. You're gonna get the good fiber out of that, and you're gonna get a lot of vitamins and minerals out of that stuff, all right? Utilize what you can in the chow hall for the best of your ability. So loading up with a bunch of lettuce, hey, if that's all you like to eat, I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not gonna better yourself as good as you can if you load up with some other actual hearty vegetables that are gonna fuel your system in a better way, okay? It's also gonna satiate you better. You're not gonna take any excess calories, like if you're gonna go to what I'm about to talk to next is the carbohydrate line, okay? Now if we're loading up on pasta or breads, you're loading up basically extra body fat for your system, all right? That we've talked about in the other video. We want to avoid that kind of carbohydrate. We're going to try and stick to our potatoes and stick to our rice and quinoa, or whatever's available there, okay? Now portion-wise, I like to stick to the same size as the meat. So you're going to go 50-50, all right? Now when it comes to your fats, hard to get in some good fats at the chow hall because like heck, if the Marine Corps chow hall is going to give you some amazing avocados, all right? So we're going to get into how to load up on some good fats from what we keep in the barracks room, all right? We're going to talk about that later, okay? Now, weekdays versus weekends, all right? Weekdays, 3 meals a day. Hopefully you're getting them in. For me, prepping for deployments with a Victor unit as a machine gunner and then later as a member of a sniper platoon, 3 meals was never enough, all right? If you're training a lot yourselves, it's not gonna be enough. Unofficially, and I'm not condoning this, all right, but I'm telling you, I'm admitting to you what I did as an enlisted Marine, is I would grab extra food from the chow hall and I would store it in like a Tupperware and I would put it in my ruck and I would go back to the room and I would store it, okay? And that's how I could satiate myself enough to get a 4th and a 5th meal in during a day. Because if you're awake about 18 to 20 hours a day, like I was, training and prepping for deployments, all right, you're gonna need to fuel yourself, especially if you're training all day long, okay? I get it. So like I said, officially, not supposed to do that. At least that's what I'm told. I'm not at the chow hall anymore. But back then, I did what I needed to fuel myself in a way in which I never got in trouble for it. I just grabbed a little bit of extra and took it with me, all right? I'm not saying do something that's gonna get you in trouble. What I am saying is set yourself for success so you can fuel your body, okay? Morning meals. Want to really load up. If you eat whatever food, the bacon and the omelets, load them up, get as much vegetables as you can in there, and there's going to be a ton of fat, saturated fat in those things. Now, I'd rather have you taking in saturated fats from the eggs and the bacon than I would have you taking in fats from corn oil, canola oil, vegetable oils, stuff with a lot of like high fructose or partially hydrogenated blah, all right? All that stuff does is basically cause cancer, all right? It's terrible for you. You get no real energy benefit out of it. It's not gonna help. What saturated fat means is that the molecules, the fat molecules, stack on top of each other in a way so that when the fat is held at room temperature, it's a solid. That's all. It just takes more thermogenesis to break that fat molecule down, and more energy because calorie is an energy source. It is a measurement of energy. It takes more kcals to break apart that molecule of fat to utilize as energy. Well, if you're as active as I used to be and still am today, then you taking in some healthy saturated fats is going to be a lot better than you taking in some processed, man-made processed stuff that has a slew of issues that are going to be brought forth to you later in life, okay? So, morning meals. Load up on the omelet and the bacon, all right, or whatever extra source of meat. Use that fist rule. I usually grabbed a couple extra hard-boiled eggs to be able to snack on later in the day. You can load up with a little bit of fruit if you really need a quick shot of energy for what's about to come, or recover from a workout you did in the morning. All right, load up on those veggies. Boom, you're ready to go. If you're loading up on just bagels, on just cereal, you're not giving yourself an opportunity to take in the fats that are going to be necessary for elongated energy for the day. All right, those fats aren't going to be in your system for proper brain function, so you're snappy, all right, and you're up and going, and you're only going to be relying then on caffeine basically for your brain function to be high. All right, just try to stay away from these major carbohydrate sources that are going to spike your blood sugar level, your blood glucose level, and then you'll crash, and then you're going to have to rely on more energy drinks later to bring yourself back up. To stay satiated in the morning, load up on the fats, throw in a little bit of that protein, throw in some veg in there, all right? And if you need a quick little recovery from a workout, throw in a little bit of fruit, all right? Keep it healthy. In the afternoons, all right? This is the heart of the training day for me back when I was in the fleet, okay? So I needed to pull in either some form of potato and some form of rice, along with that piece of meat, all right? Load up on veg, and I'm good to go, all right? Evenings, I would cut out the starches and the carbohydrate sources, and I would increase the veg, all right? And that left veggies and vegetables. That leads me into what to keep in the barracks, all right? On the weekends, I would load up on some of the stuff I really enjoyed eating that was kind of a scarcity, all right? So the mixed nuts from out in town, grab some avocados from out in town, all right? Load those up with some food that I brought back to the barracks, and boom, I made a little homemade meal that's gonna be healthy for me, all right? So I hope this navigation right here of what I've talked about as far as the barracks goes, it's information that's probably not brand new to any of you, all right? But I am reinforcing a concept of it's possible to do this, especially in the way the chow halls are now today. 12 years ago, not so much. The chow halls were a lot different back then, all right? So now you have a lot more options available to you. Please make some healthy decisions, and remember the why from the first video. Why do we want to eat this way? We want to perform as best as we can so we can take care of ourselves and take care of our Marines.